Testing. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Let me know in the comment section down below or the chat or whatever you're on. I am very curious to know if my equipment is running properly. Testing. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Welcome to the last day of 2020. Statistically known throughout the world as the year where the most bad stuff happened. But not as bad as like World War II. So, yo. All right. If you guys are new to the channel, new to the show, new to cryptocurrencies, welcome. My name is Arty. This is the 16th episode of Crypto Lunch. We do these live streams every single day so that you guys can stay up to date and informed on all things happening in the crypto industry. We used to have a format where we would do pre-recorded videos. I would edit them down to give you all the relevant information in like 7 to 10 minutes, but I decided that it would be easier for me to do these live streams because then I get more interaction with you. I get to see which tokens you want to see, and I get to give you the relevant information in a quick, streamlined fashion that requires zero editing from my part because it's live. So, let me know where you guys are watching from. Make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button on this stream. Make sure you're sharing the stream with your friends and family. And you're welcome, Prem. Martin, what's up? Would you hold on to XLM or would you sell it and put it into Ethereum or DOT? Let's check. XLM. I wouldn't sell it right now. It's looking like it's hitting another support level. So it might bounce off of here. So if you sell now, you'll be selling at the bottom. Cool? Cool. All right. What's up? Welcome, everybody. I'm going to let the audience build up a little bit. I know it's a lazy day. A lot of people aren't working today. I am working as always because I'm a workaholic. No, I literally can't do the things that I need to do in a given day, so I have to work more and on holidays and all of that. Tomorrow, however, I am turning off my phone and my computers, and I'm not touching the internet at all. Yo, India, Sweden, Poland, Boston, yo. That's what Boston does. Prem, I will think about it. Hold on. You're one of the few people that truly talk and avoid evangelism. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cryptoholic. Yep. What's up, BJ? All right. Let's get into the show. Let me make my face a little bit smaller. And we are looking at... Okay, so this was the XLM that I was talking about. So like, see this big fat rejection right here? We came up and now we're testing this as support. And so if you sold here and it started going up, you'd be like, cool, I sold at the bottom of the market. Way to go. Yeah, I would hold on and see what happens. If it breaks through this level of support, then you might consider getting out. Let us look at the industry as a whole. So, everything seems to be up except for Stellar, which we just looked at. Monero, NEM. NEM is down 12.8%. Neo, everything else is pretty flatlined. Yeah, no big, huge outliers. Loopring down 10%. We're about to look at the top losers and gainers right now. On CoinMarketCap, the biggest gainers, Polkadot, 10.31%. Ampleforth, 5.97. You know, we're seeing some pretty decent numbers here on the altcoins. Let's see who's the biggest losers in the last 24 hours. Ren, Compound, Kyber, Augur, Uma, VeChain, Elrond. Yeah. So, but if we look at the big boys, Bitcoin and Ethereum, good upwards percentages. Both are climbing. Bitcoin has broken past the $29,000 level, and it's only got $1,000 to go, which is interesting because if you look at what happened when it hit 29,000, let's take this out to the 5-minute chart. If you look at what happened when it hit 29,200, it dropped $1,000 in a matter of 15 minutes. So for Bitcoin to spike up $1,000, I don't see why that's an impossibility. So we may actually see a $30,000 Bitcoin price today. Yeah, the SEC is after pretty much everybody right now because they see that they are losing their grasp on the prison sentence that they've gotten everybody accustomed to, like the traditional financial system, the traditional banking system, the traditional monetary system, and they're seeing disruption in the industry right now. It's just the same as when taxi companies tried to sue or provoke a lawsuit or more regulations with Uber because they were like, hey, we're losing our market share to this startup company and we don't like it. So we're going to make some noise. And the SEC is pretty much doing the exact same thing. This whole episode, it's the last day of 2020, right? And I want to discuss what's going to happen in 2021. Many market analysts are expecting 2021 to be altcoin season. I do not believe that it will last an entire year. That's statistically unlikely. But the only way to do that is to look at Bitcoin on a higher time frame. So if we take Bitcoin out to the daily chart, actually, it might even be good to do the weekly chart. So this is Bitcoin on the weekly chart. You can see when we had our run up in 2017 to 2018, this entire run up from $1,000 Bitcoin to a $20,000 Bitcoin lasted 252 days. Currently, this big run up that we had since the March 12th bottom has lasted 249 days. We are so incredibly far away from these moving averages that it makes me very, very uncomfortable. And assuming that a 50 to 60 retracement, which would mean a drop of 40% to 45%, is possible because statistically, every time we get that far away from the moving averages, like look what happened here. We had a 81% loss or decrease in the price of Bitcoin within the next 400 days. That's substantial. So you guys need to be aware that something like this could happen. Like this climb up here from 3,600 up to 13,900 happened over the course of 91 days. And then subsequently it went down 71% in the next 231 days. I mean, just look at the distance between this trend or the moving average and the peak price, right? It's that. And then it rejected extremely hard. Currently, we are above that level. This is, I don't like it. I just simply don't like it. And if you look right here, really long rejection wick on the weekly candle, and then another bullish candle with a small little wick on top. Now, we are currently looking at almost the exact same thing. A long wick rejecting and another bullish candle. So if you guys can just see like trends, and history tends to repeat itself, we might be seeing another massive pullback in Bitcoin. A massive pullback in Bitcoin, and it could be very soon. I don't know, like, I know there's a lot of hype and a lot of momentum and a lot of institutional investors in Bitcoin, but can it maintain such a parabolic spike? I mean, look at the RSI. We are sitting at the 90 level right now on the RSI. Look at that, 91.53. Traditional markets and currencies get in the overbought territory above 70. You won't see this in traditional markets. So let's draw a horizontal line across that 91 level and see where it's hit before. We've never been this high on the RSI on the weekly chart of Bitcoin. So let's, I'm going to draw a vertical line here to show this exact week of this dump, as well as this one, so that we can see what the RSI was doing at that time. So we started dropping down right here, right? So let's now look at the RSI. Really high right here at 90. Really high, or actually quite low here. I mean, with that, you would have already seen the divergence in the price. So this was kind of anticipated if you knew technical analysis. And now we're doing this. It's quite terrifying. But you have to understand also that this is the first run up into the overbought territory with the RSI. Whereas here we had, you know, a high, and then we had that fat rejection. So this could potentially continue its crazy climb up. But maybe if we do a Fibonacci retracement on the whole thing. Let's try it. So from 1,000 up to its previous highest point, right? You had a retracement at the like 80 level. Come down, retest the 764, and we've hit take profit 1, take profit 2, and at 31,480, that would be theoretically a take profit 3 level. So it may, dude, I'm very curious to see what will happen with the price of Bitcoin in the very near future. We might have a huge rejection and we might have a huge crash. Yes, Williams Sanan. Oh, all right. So my goal of this live stream was to show you guys where the price of Bitcoin might go over the next year, over 2020. What will Bitcoin do? Now, I am not Nostradamus. I'm not, I don't claim that I can tell the future. But if we look at the lows and the highs and draw some trend lines, because they are good. Let's get rid of these two, huh? Delete this. Delete this. And let's draw some trend lines, huh? Trend line from here. Trend lines don't have to be exact, people. They just have to basically show you what's going on. So we got that trend line. And we got this trend line. If you try to hit the most points in between, like it's going to look something like that. You know, we're hitting here, we're hitting here, we're hitting here, we're hitting here. And so if you maintain this trend line and draw that sucker out for the next year, that goes to October next year. Let's get it out to January. Something like that. So theoretically, if it maintained this crazy momentum, we are looking, actually, hold on, what date is this? It doesn't even go that far. But theoretically, if we were looking at the price going up over time and growing in accordance with the demand for cryptocurrencies, you know, you're looking at a pullback, a spike up, a pullback, a spike up, a pullback, a spike up, a pullback, a spike up. And it's going to happen. When Bitcoin's 100K and we have, you know, a pullback, it'll go from 100K to 80K in a day. And everyone's going to lose their mind, but that's going to happen. So, I mean, we're literally maintaining the same movement that we're having, that we've had here. So we had come up, come down, come up, come down, come up, and we're just connecting that. And that's just how things work. They go up, they go down. There's always momentum and retracements. So if you're looking at this in the next year, I mean, theoretically, we could. Hold on. This is way past. This is way past the next year. This is like 2030. Let's delete that, and bring it in a little bit closer. Dude, 2021 may only get a bull run after like Q3 and Q4. We might actually spend the first part of 2021 crashing with Bitcoin. And then as it gets up to 2022, then we could see a 40,000. Like, I'm being super conservative with the price here. Who knows if I could be completely wrong and we can get $100,000 Bitcoin in February next year. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat right now. I want to kind of open this up to a discussion. Do you think that we can maintain this bullish momentum, or statistical likelihood of it coming down because it's so overbought and it can't maintain this momentum? At some point, the people that are short sellers, the bears in the market, will see when the bulls have lost their momentum and lost their steam and lost their capital, and they will short the hell out of everybody's position. That's just what short sellers do. There's people on earth that only short sell the market. So let me know in the chat section what you guys think. Stats do overrule emotions, because somebody could think, I don't know, like, let's talk about Vine. Imagine if Vine was a publicly traded company with all of everybody's on it. It was the fastest growing platform, and then it just died. Everything loses momentum. Everything can die or retrace to the point where something else replaces it. So even if you're 100% behind Bitcoin and you know it's going to be worth a lot, you still have to keep in your mind the pullbacks because they always happen. And if you're day trading and not holding for the next 20 years, then you have to think about these things. You have to think about when to get out of your position and when to get into your position. So looking at this and deleting my stupid blue lines, when did it start rejecting really, really hard on Bitcoin? We saw this huge wick and then it continued to climb up and we saw another wick. So it retested the moving average several times, but as it broke through that, that's when we saw a huge loss. So we're looking at a loss of 30% before you actually get a good confirmation that it's going to go down or that it's reversing. There was probably, if we look at this point on a lower time frame, let's say a daily, there was probably a divergence because divergences usually happen on the lower time frames. So let's look at the RSI and see if there was any divergence on the daily. And right there, you see this high at the RSI on the daily was 94. And then the next peak up, which was higher, was at 79, which is a huge decrease. And so we have a high and then a higher high. But the RSI was showing a divergence, and that's when everything started to take a dump. So let's look now, current time, to see if we can spot a divergence, if it's even happening. So we have higher highs consecutively. And we have a high, a lower, and then a higher. So we're basically just waiting for a divergence, a big fat divergence, maybe on the 1 hour. The 1 hour we are seeing a divergence. And it doesn't matter where you see the divergence on which time frame. It just matters that it exists. And you have to look for it sometimes on different time frames. When I trade Forex, I'm looking for divergences on the 1 minute chart, even though I'm trading on the 15. So I'm like, literally, you're seeing a divergence right here. The price is continuing to go up, but the RSI is going lower. So this actually might be the time where we have a big ass pullback. I'm going to read the comments because you guys just dumped a bunch of stuff on there. Yeah, so, and you also have to think about look at the Google trend line of searching Bitcoin on the internet in 2017, 2018. It was through the roof, and that's when a bunch of articles talking about the potential in Bitcoin and all of this, like all of the good PR was coming out, and it was bringing in new investors into cryptocurrencies, and people were buying it like crazy, and then it dumped, and everybody lost they had a bad taste in their mouth from cryptocurrencies. Now they're doing the same thing, nonstop hyping Bitcoin. Even my old dad is watching Bitcoin and what it's doing and wanting to invest more. And at that point, the whole rule of, trading is buy the rumor, sell the news. So when it's in the news, maybe it's a good time to short. Maybe. I'm going to be watching Ethereum because most of my assets are there. If we start seeing that fat pullback, I will get out of my position and watch the short happen. I don't like to bet on shorts because they give me anxiety, and it's just my personality type. But yeah, guys, it's looking interesting. I think I have something special for you guys. Not 100% sure, but I want to hide my screen so you don't see it. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm going to show you this briefly. It's going to be a small little demonstration. the CoinsLoot project. If you guys don't know about it, you can open up crypto loot boxes. Inside of those loot boxes is a spin mechanism, and you get amazing rewards from opening up loot boxes. Ready? This is cool. So if you're a part of our Telegram group, you have a link to this site. It's a small demonstration that we're doing, but basically this is how the centralized platform is going to look. We're going to have a bunch of different loot boxes. You can have physical items, crypto, whatever, electronics. So you'd click on the DeFi box, you get buy now, and then you get the spin mechanism, lands on a card. If you guys want to check it out, make sure you join the Telegram group. It's linked down below, and you'll have a link to this. So get on the Telegram group right now, and that's the only thing I'm going to show you. Cool? Cool. I hope you guys like that. I'm thoroughly excited. It's a totally alpha version. There's tons of errors and spelling and placements of things, but it's cool and it's fun, and it gives you guys kind of an idea of what we're doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I really am so grateful, and the amount of growth that we've had with the company and with the YouTube channel, and you guys supporting me and really giving me amazing good feedback and helping me improve the content of the show. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys that come here day in and day out, watch the content. You know, you stay engaged in the community, and I really, really, truly appreciate you guys. I hope you have an amazing new year. I hope you make some great New Year's resolutions. I hope 2021 is a far substantially better year for you and your business goals, your financial goals, your investment goals, your family goals, your life goals. Make sure that you don't overdo it tonight, because some people have a tendency to let loose on New Year's Eve. Make sure you grab an Uber or a taxi. Do not drive intoxicated. It is extremely dangerous, and you don't want to risk your life. Be safe tonight. Have fun tonight. And I will see you guys on Monday next week, same time, for Crypto Lunch. So have a great new year. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Okay. Bye.